Hello and welcome to another in my individual reviews of something I watched in the last week. So today we're talking about the highly anticipated for me May December. This is something I have been seeing people I know watch and rant and rave. You know, they love it, it's amazing, it's an Oscar contender. It's something that wasn't even in my radar, but when I heard people's viewpoints I really had to see this one. So it's a 6.9 on IMDb. It stars Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman as the main. I'm not going to list all the actors, guys. 2 main actresses. So this movie follows Natalie Portman plays Elizabeth, and she is at the home of a character called Gracie, obviously played by Julianne Moore. She used to be a teacher and she had an affair with a much younger, I say much younger, if you're in America, 7th grader. Now, we don't have like grades like that here, but when I looked up what age that is, please correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I came back with that this boy would have been about 13. The mind boggles. So this woman had a relationship with a 13-year-old boy. Obviously she left school, she went to prison. Now this, to my knowledge, is based on it's actually a real case. This really did happen. This teacher really did have this relationship and she went to prison. But this couple have stayed together, they've had kids. It's 20 years down the line and Natalie Portman as Elizabeth has rolled up to their house and she is there to spend some time with them, to get to know them as a family, because she is going to play Gracie in a movie. She's going to represent this story and she wants to get to know the family, the real people. So that's basically your background. I was disappointed, guys. I know, Sean, you're shouting. I know you're bitterly disappointed. What's wrong with me? But I watched a movie with a very similar premise to this called Notes on a Scandal many years ago, starring Judi Dench and Cate Blanchett, which I thought was a much better movie. I think the way I'll explain it to you is sometimes a movie just I don't get it. Things like Everything Everywhere All at Once last year, I rewatched it. I watched it twice, and although I could see the merit and I could see why everyone loved it, I must emotionally connect with the movie. I must resonate, I must care, I must either hate the character or be incredibly frustrated by them or love them. And in this, the characters just left me completely cold. I couldn't even get hatred for the characters you're meant to have hatred for. I just didn't feel anything. To me, the concept of a grown woman having a relationship with someone of 13 was just, it was shocking, but the movie itself didn't represent that at all, I feel. Now the acting is fabulous in this. You can see Natalie Portman adopt Julianne Moore's like little isms, her little like expressions, habits through the movie. You can see her actually copy, and she's trying to become this person. She's trying to become this character so that she can obviously do a good job. She's there at very personal family moments, like one of the children's graduation, times when the kids really don't want her to be there, they feel it's intrusive, they don't understand why their mother has agreed to this, but I think a lot of it from the mother's point of view may well be ego, and she wants to get her story out there, have people understand her, although how you can understand a grown woman that's had a relationship with an underage boy is anybody's guess. But I was expecting to feel a lot of more anger, frustration, just feel a lot more than I did, and I didn't get that depth of feeling. I do recognise it's very well filmed, it's fantastically acted, it just didn't resonate emotionally with me. So, you know, if the concept sounds like something you would enjoy, you will not be disappointed by the acting by any means. I feel it's quite well paced. It is slow, but I don't mind that. I think you do need that to gain an understanding of the characters as you go, which you do, you will understand them. No, you won't understand them, you will get a grasp of them and their character and why they've done things they have. You may not necessarily understand or agree, but you know, you get to the bottom of different characters. But the movie is attempting to give you a lot of messages. I think some people have that ability to look at the sort of like running undertones in a movie, like the media obsession with things like this and how it can affect people. There's a lot of different things running through it, a lot of different messages, a lot of different tones, a lot of different symbolism. But for me, I'm not saying love me, I'm thick. I'm saying if I don't emotionally resonate with a character, a person, a situation, then it leaves. This one left me feeling emotionally cold. I felt nothing. And for me, that's the kiss of death for a movie. It's why movies are, you know, as they are. It's why they're so divisive. Some people absolutely love this. I've seen this on the top 10 movies of the year of most of the cinema squad. They adore this movie. It wasn't for me. In saying that, Everything Everywhere All at Once won Oscars last year. It wasn't for me, but everyone else I know seems to love it. So have I odd taste? I don't know. Maybe that need for me to have emotional resonance is just a personal thing, but you know, I always have to tell you what I really think of a movie. So for me, May December, although very well packaged, very well presented, very well acted, just didn't have the emotional gut punch I wanted it to have. I scored it a 3 out of 5 because I did accept that it's very well made. It's not something I feel I would watch again. It was a one-time watch for me and something I enjoyed but didn't love. So have you seen the movie? What did you think of it? Let me know below in the comments, and I look forward to speaking to you next time. Over and out from Lisa Loves.